For more than a century, our college's continuing existence is nothing but a proof of its success as a forestry cradle, a vista of an ending leap for greater heights and conquest of challenges. The college, which was first known as the Forest School, was created on April 19, 1910 as a branch of the UP College of Agriculture or UPCA, the firstborn college of the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. Completely different from what we know today, the campus then was almost a barren grassland with no permanent buildings and establishments. In 1902, the Bureau of Forestry under the American regime recognized the need for Filipino foresters to take over positions in the forest district offices throughout the country. But it was only in 1910 when the Republic Act 1989 was sponsored by Honorable Jaime C. de Vera to create the Forest School. Major George Patrick Ahern, director of the then Bureau of Forestry, became the first dean of the school. A 2-year diploma course and a 4-year and 5-year degree course leading to Bachelor of Science in Forestry was offered to the most ambitious and selected young men in the country, most of which were pensionados. The said courses served as the foundation of the Certificate in Forestry and the Bachelor of Science in Forestry degree in UP, the two constituent undergraduate programs of our college in the present. Since there are still no permanent buildings in UPCA in 1910, the first class of the Forest School was held in tents with only 25 enrollees, including one from China. Of this number, 15 graduated as forest rangers in 1912, and one of them is Mr. Florencio Tameses, who became the first Filipino director of the Bureau of Forestry during the American period. In 1915, the school had its first BS Forestry graduates, Antonio P. Raceles from Lucban, Quezon, and Aniceto Villamin from Dumaguete City. Since the school is only under the College of Agriculture, it was not recognized as a separate entity until 1916, when Act No. 2578 was passed. This jump-started the road of the school to being a fully realized college. From Forest School, it was renamed the School of Forestry in 1924, an era that marked the formal offering of the Bachelor of Science in Forestry in the Philippines. The school was then transferred from the lower grounds to the higher area of Mount Makiling. Hence, the College of Agriculture became the lower campus, while the School of Forestry formed the upper campus as we know today. The school was elevated into a full-fledged college in 1930, attracting students even from foreign countries like Guam, Hong Kong, China, and India. In 1937, the same year Dr. Florencio Tameses was appointed as the first Filipino forestry director, the Forestry Day and Moving Up Date were initiated by Class 1937. During this decade, the school produced its very first cum laude, Crisostomo E. Tiongson, in 1940. What the School of Forestry has gained in its earlier years literally went to ashes when the campus was bombed by the Japanese on Christmas Day in 1941. But just like a forest regenerating after a major disturbance, the school recovered and it was in fact renamed soon as the College of Forestry through the Republic Act No. 352, sponsored by former Senator Jeronima T. Pecson. The golden decade of the college ushered in many changes, including new facilities, such as the Forest Products Laboratory and Central Forest Experiment Station. In 1957, new milestones were marked as the college became separated from the Bureau of Forestry under the full responsibility of UP, and as the college had its first female graduate, Generosa Cañeda. The 1960s indeed exhibited a great leap in the development of the college with the offering of the master's degree program in forestry. Over the years, the college focused on strengthening its human resource, academic facilities, and higher education. The Doctor of Philosophy program was offered in 1973. In the same year, the Bachelor of Science in Forest Products Engineering was offered, which later became a 5-year curricular program in 1989. Ramon A. Razal, who later became our dean and now a retired professor of the Department of Forest Products and Paper Science, was the first cum laude graduate of this program in 1977. In the same year, the college produced its first magna cum laude, Delphine J. Ganapin Jr., with a degree in Bachelor of Science in Forestry. Forester Ganapin became the first forester to become the director of the Environmental Management Bureau and later became Undersecretary of the DENR. Fast forward to the latter part of the 20th century, the college continued to evolve to take on the emerging challenges of wider social and environmental concerns. Before the decade ended, the College of Forestry was reorganized into the College of Forestry and Natural Resources in 1998. Part of this reorganization is the creation of the Makiling Center for Mountain Ecosystems, or MCME, and the Training Center for Tropical Resources and Ecosystem Sustainability, or TREES. As the new millennium progressed, CFNR continues to receive recognitions as the country's premier institution of forestry. Aside from being consistently recognized as a center of excellence in forestry education, several CFNR alumni also brought honor to the college. Among them are Dr. Rex Victor Cruz, Dr. Rodel Lasco, and Dr. Juan Pulhin, receiving Nobel Peace Prize Award in 2007, which they shared with U.S. Vice President Al Gore and other members of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. The passing of years had witnessed the growth and development of CFNR. Looking back at these glimpses of history is indeed a meaningful way for us to celebrate the founding anniversary of our college. It gives us an opportunity to revisit the milestones of the past and help us become a more dynamic constituent of CFNR, either as a student, a faculty, or a staff. More importantly, it makes us rooted into how we have grown as a college. It provides us a clearer vision of what we could become in the future.